The biggest changes in law often happen quietly, not in courtrooms or headlines, but in workflow, in who does what, how long it takes, and who or what is making the first draft. This is the part of the revolution that doesn't look dramatic. But for lawyers like John Gerak, it's already changing everything. Gerak is a shareholder at Ogletree Deakins, a 1,000-plus attorney firm specializing in labor and employment law. And unlike many lawyers still talking about the potential of AI, Gerak is using it right now.
We absolutely use AI tools and machine learning to inform those decisions. For example, our firm has 1,050 attorneys across 60 offices, and so we settle a lot of cases. Those, to the extent that we could harness the technology to incorporate all of those settlements into a database, it provides us with a lot of information about where cases should settle and can settle, so reasonable value. So that does help you to inform a case. It also, with technology, we can look at how does a judge rule on these types of cases across 50 or 100, and quickly analyze through some of these tools what are the decisions that they've had, where before you would be spending 10, 15, 20 hours researching a judicial cases. Now we can go to CaseMark or some other tool, Lexis AI, and really get that information in fairly short order.
Behind the scenes, that efficiency has been powered by a growing arsenal of tools. Internally, Ogletree has built its own GPT-style chatbot. Externally, it licenses platforms like CaseMark and Lexis AI. We
license various tools right now, and we've created some tools internally to, kind of the chat GPT type tools so we make sure to keep it in our environment so it's secure and it is not used externally.
The line between what a lawyer does and what the machine does is getting blurrier. Take document summaries, where junior attorneys once spent New Year's Eve parsing depositions. Gerak now uses CaseMark.
It uses Gen AI to provide deposition, transcript, and medical record summaries. So you populate the depositions in there, and then it creates summaries. And these are things that, historically you'd have paralegals or junior attorneys preparing case summaries. I recall my first New Year's Eve as an attorney, I was doing deposition summaries. They were time sensitive, and so I did them over New Year's Eve and New Year's. But those are now, you can get those through CaseMark. Harvey is people rave about it. It's a Gen AI powered legal assistant that aids in research, drafting, and other kind of legal tasks. Microsoft Copilot, which integrates Gen AI and within the Microsoft suite of products. And then I've not used, but Synthesia utilizes Gen AI to create custom avatars for use in presentations and videos. This is really cool, and some of our folks have been using that. But
this isn't about eliminating legal work. It's about front-loading it, anticipating needs, pre-answering questions, and increasingly removing the need to bill for every minute. And as previously mentioned, Ogletree is adjusting with their own AI tools.
So we have, our firm has a client portal, and that portal has kind of all of the employment laws across 50 states, and it's anything touching employment. It also has template documents to implement some of the laws. So some of the laws may require you to have a wage notice or a termination notice. So we have all of those template documents, and our clients have access to this information and can utilize it themselves. But one of the things that we've done is to create, chatbots. So instead of having to search and compile, They just tell our client portal what they're looking for, and it generates it for them. So that's one thing we've done. We've got a document tool. It's called Document Q&A, where you create a repository of documents, and then you could question, what is it that you want. So a lot of things like that. We also have our own OD GPT, which is our internal kind of Chat GPT type mechanism. So those are internal creations.
This is where the real transformation is happening for Ogletree. Not necessarily in high-level judgment, but in the hours that used to vanish into research, summaries, and repetitive drafting. They're using it to reclaim their time.